the good people of Sierra Leone, the West African country, are unhappy lot with the Kenyan inauguration of President Ruto. They say that their president, Julius Maada, when he came for the inauguration, he was humiliated in or at Kasarani. Well, those are the supporters of the president. The opposition was very excited on the humiliation of their president, considering they'll be having their elections in 2024, where Madabio will be seeking a second and final term. Now, when President William Ruto introduced the heads of state from Africa that had attended the event at Kasarani, he did not mention Julius Maada, and it seems he was not part of the program. He immediately told Museveni, the Ugandan president, to come and address the crowd as our good neighbor. Once Museveni was done with the speech, I think someone passed a note to him and told him, look, there's another president you have not introduced, and this can really create some diplomatic row with us. So he quickly apologized and introduced him. And all the South Sierra Leoneans are asking, why did their president attend an event where he was not invited? And if he was invited, he was not recognized. What was the ambassador of Sierra Leone doing in that event if he could not ensure his boss was in the program? Well, this incident looked like it's just an isolated incident. But remember, Madabio is not the first time he's visiting this country. During Madaraka Day, he was the chief guest at Uhuru's event, Uhuru Kenyatta's event at Uhuru Gardens. And remember, that is the day William Ruto, the then DP, was humiliated. So was William Ruto revisiting on this incident?
That in our midst we have other friends who I did not mention. Allow me to introduce my good brother, His Excellency Julius Bio, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and you're most welcome to Kenya.
Well, during the Madaraka Day event, the chief guest at that time was Julius Maada, the President of Sierra Leone, who had been invited by President Kenyatta to be his guest and, of course, to address the gathering at Madaraka Day. It was done then at the Uhuru Gardens. Now, that day, William Ruto saw all manner of humiliation. It's the same day that the First Lady walked past him without even greeting him. Well, the worst came when William Ruto thought that he was about to address the crowd. He had already organized his people, his cheering crowd, to be ready to cheer and excite the crowd once he rose to speak. Unfortunately, the MC invited the president instead of how we had always expected the DP to be the one who is invited so that he can call the president. Well, the president was invited by the MC. He rose to speak and, of course, did not even recognize the DP who was seated right next to him. He recognized Julius Maada and actually told him to come and address the crowd. And after he addressed the crowd, the president continued with a speech where he extolled his values, his legacy, projects for the last 10 years, did not even bother to recognize the DP. When the speech was done, he left the crowd. Information that came out later was that even the DP was not invited at the State House dinner, but of course, Maada was invited. So this incident at Kasarani probably was a form of revisiting, but by William Ruto's people, who probably saw the humiliation of their boss and decided to teach this guy a lesson, or he give him a new welcome to the city. For the city has now a new sheriff. Well, no one knows what happened, but I know Maada will not be coming here anytime soon. That is all. Kindly like and subscribe this channel.